All right, today we're jumping into the high-stakes, multi-billion-dollar world of mergers and acquisitions. And let me tell you, a massive revolution is happening right now. We're going to talk about how AI isn't just tweaking the process anymore. It's becoming the brand new operating system for how deals actually get done.
You know, this quote from the M&A Leadership Council just nails it. For decades, M&A has been this grueling marathon of manual work. But the stuff people used to just dream about, it's here. It's the new reality. AI is literally turning weeks of painful work into a single afternoon, and that changes the entire game.
So to really get why this is such a huge deal, we first need to look at what's being replaced. The old M&A playbook, honestly, it was broken. It was built on this foundation of massive, slow, clunky inefficiencies that everyone just kind of accepted as the price you had to pay. And this was the daily reality. I'm talking about teams spending weeks, sometimes months, just digging through data rooms, fighting with different versions of spreadsheets. Get this, senior partners were burning over a third of their time on busy work. This didn't just burn out their best people. It opened the door for huge human errors and something called deal fever. That's when you get so caught up in the chase that you make bad decisions just to get the deal closed.
But now, AI is stepping in and completely rewriting those rules. And look, this isn't just about doing the old stuff a little bit faster. It's a whole new way of thinking. For anyone in this world, using AI isn't some futuristic idea anymore. It's basically table stakes for survival.
Okay, and let's talk numbers, because this is where it gets really wild. We are seeing a 75% drop in the time it takes to do due diligence, 70% less time on contract review. So what's the big takeaway here? It frees up your smartest people, your experts, to focus on what really matters: strategy, negotiation, and making sure the merger actually works. You know, the stuff that actually makes money.
So what does this actually look like in the real world? Well, let's take a look at Synergy AI. It's a platform that's pitching itself not as just another app or tool, but as a full-blown, all-in-one operating system for the entire M&A lifecycle. So what on earth is an operating system for capital? Well, think about it like this. It's the shift from using a bunch of separate AI tools for separate little tasks to having one single smart layer that manages the whole deal from start to finish. It connects all the dots, it learns from every single move you make, and it completely redesigns how you create value.
Every M&A deal, big or small, pretty much follows these same steps. First, you got to find a company to buy. That's sourcing. Then you qualify it, figure out what it's worth, execute the deal, and finally, you integrate it. The old way was slow and step-by-step. Now let's see how AI just blows up that timeline. And wow, just look at this chart. The difference is staggering. Look at sourcing. You go from 12 weeks of hunting around to an instant, continuous scan of the entire market. Or how about qualification? From 2 weeks of analysis down to less than 5 minutes. This isn't just a small improvement. It's a total compression of the entire deal process. It's just a different league.
But how? How are these insane time savings even possible? Let's dive a little deeper and look at a few specific parts of the Synergy AI platform to see exactly how the magic happens.
Okay, let's start with just finding the deal. The old way? You'd go search some static database. It's totally reactive. Synergy AI flips that completely on its head. It proactively scans millions of real-time signals, news articles, SEC filings, even job postings, to find companies that are perfect targets before they even know they want to sell. These are the hidden gems that nobody else sees.
Now, once you found a target, that's when the real slog used to begin. An analyst would spend weeks just buried in a pitch deck, building models and desperately trying to find any red flags.
With a tool like the AI Deal Qualifier, that whole painful process gets crunched down to less than 5 minutes. You just upload a pitch deck or a company website, and boom, you get a full institutional quality analysis. It gives you a verdict, it flags the key risks, and it even gives you a list of sharp questions to ask the CEO. It basically automates that entire first go, no-go decision.
And what about all the paperwork? Creating those huge deal documents? The AI boardroom generator automates one of the absolute worst parts of the job. It can spit out a 100+ slide presentation deck in just a few hours. And this is huge. It pulls the charts and numbers directly from the financial model, which means you can finally say goodbye to those embarrassing version mismatch errors that can totally destroy your credibility.
So look, the speed and the efficiency gains are obvious. They're incredible. But the real, long-term power of this whole approach, it goes so much deeper. It's about creating a permanent, strategic advantage by owning your own intelligence.
And this brings us to the idea of the data moat. Think about it. Every single time a firm uses this platform, every company it analyzes, every deal it logs, it's actually training its own private AI model. This creates a powerful feedback loop. The AI gets smarter and smarter, and it becomes perfectly tuned to that firm's unique strategy. It starts seeing opportunities that your competitors who are just using generic tools are completely blind to.
You know, all of this points to a much bigger shift that's happening everywhere. We're moving out of the information age where we had to go hunt for data and into what's being called the agentic age. In this new era, AI isn't just a search engine anymore. It's an active agent. It can reason, it can strategize, and it can execute complex jobs for you.
So here's the bottom line, the big takeaway from all this. As AI becomes the core operating system for business, the future is going to belong to the firms that build and own their own intelligence layer. The question really isn't if this change is happening anymore. The question is, where will your firm stand when the dust settles? Thanks so much for tuning in.